As part of this lecture, let me walk you through details related to installing specific version of Python. I'll be installing Python 3.9. You can choose the Python version of your choice. The way you can install specific version of Python is by going to python.org using your favorite browser. Let me use Microsoft Edge here. You should be able to use whatever browser you wanted to use depending upon your platform. In this case, let me actually go to python.org. It is the official website of Python. Once you are here, you should be able to click on downloads. You will see latest version of Python here. However, if you wanted to install specific version of Python, for example, Python 3.9, I'll be installing Python 3.9. It is the most commonly used one at this juncture, and hence I'm going to the details related to setting up Python 3.9 rather than Python 3.10. Now you should be able to scroll down. You can see different versions of Python here. You can see latest version of Python 3.9. You can click on this. Let's scroll down and make sure we have installer. You can see that there is the installer here. Here we need to choose 64-bit Windows installer, not 32-bit. As of now, most of the systems are 64-bit. In case if you are not sure about your system, whether it is 64-bit or not, all you need to do is you can open Task Manager. Let me search for Task Manager as part of the search bar. You can click on it. You can click on more details. Now you should be able to go to performance. Somewhere here it should talk about the bit. I don't think it is actually showing details about whether it is 32-bit or 64-bit. Another approach to actually get the information is by going to the File Explorer. This yellow icon is known as File Explorer. Once you are here, you see there is something called as this PC. You can right click on Properties. You should be able to see the details about your system. You can see 64-bit operating system here. As this is 64-bit operating system, you need to make sure you choose 64-bit installer, not 32-bit installer. In most of our cases, our systems will be 64-bit only, and hence you should be able to click on this. It will take care of downloading the 64-bit installer of Python 3.9.13. You can either click on Open File directly, or you can click on this one to go to the file using File Explorer. Now we should be able to double click on this to install Python 3.9 on this Windows based machine. We should be able to click on install now. Now you can see that Python 3.9 is being installed. Let's wait until installation is done. We'll also validate whether Python 3.9 is successfully installed on this Windows based machine or not. It will just take a couple of more seconds to complete the installation. Now the installation is almost done. Now we should be able to click on close. Python seems to be installed. All you need to do is you click on this to go to the search bar or search window. Then you should be able to search for Python. You can see Python app is here. You can just click on this to launch Python CLI directly. Let me change the font size here. Let me go to the properties. Let me go to font here. Now let me choose 24. Let me click on OK. However, it is complaining that it will not be able to modify the shortcut, but it have modified. I don't know why that error came in. Now we should be able to say print hello world like this. This is a Python statement. You can see that it is able to execute and print the hello world as part of the console or terminal. This is how you should be able to validate to see whether Python 3.9 is installed or not. You can exit from here. You can also launch PowerShell. PowerShell is advanced CLI in Windows. Let me actually search for PowerShell here. You can see there is something called as Windows PowerShell. You should be able to click on this to launch PowerShell. Let me change the font here. Let me go to properties. Let me select font. Let me make sure I choose 24 here. Let me click on OK. Now let me maximize this. Now let me try typing Python here. Let's see whether it will be able to identify Python or not. It is not able to. Let me hit tab after typing pyt. Even though Python is installed on this machine, because as path is not updated with Python, we are not able to launch Python using PowerShell. I'll cover the details about how to launch Python CLI using PowerShell as part of the next lecture. As of now, we have installed Python successfully on this machine and also validated directly by searching for Python as part of the search window. Once we click on Python 3.9 app, it is able to launch the Python CLI. However, we are not able to use PowerShell. We will see how to configure in such a way that we will be able to launch Python CLI using PowerShell. I'll be covering those details as part of the next lecture.